Come back. Let's talk about another material design three components in Compose called top application bar. Okay, so let's dive into the world of top app bars, hands-on tutorial. Here we will be using this tutorial to effectively create more engaging and user-friendly experience to displaying navigation, actions, and text at the top of your application screen. So let's go to the overview of the what we are going to talk about in this tutorial. We will be talking about the top application bar, going through the overview, the specification guidelines, and the accessibility principles. As you can see in the screen, this is the top application bar, but let's go and understand let's overview and understand what's the top application bar. The top application bar in Compose is like a crown for your screen, okay, providing structures and holding important elements. It's a versatile material design component that sits at the top, typically displaying the screen titles, navigations, and actions. Okay, so top app bars are of different types. You can have a top app bar that's a small size, medium size, central aligned, and large size. Okay, so like you can see, the central aligned means the title takes the central stage. Okay, perfect for emphasizing the branding or the current screen purpose. So you can have a different top app bars. Okay, as I told you, then you can have a small one. A small one is a compact version with a shorter height, ideal for screens with a limited space or a minimalistic uh, aesthetic. Okay, so then you have a medium size, the standard and a most common type used, and that's it offers a balance of height and a content space. Okay, then you have a large size that provides an ample space for titles, navigation, and actions, suitable for complex screens or when you want to showcase prominent visuals. Okay, so what is the anatomy of this top app bar? Okay, so as you can see, this top app bar has a container, headline, leading icon, and trailing icon. So what is this container? The container is the foundation of the top app bar. Okay, so that defines its shape, height, and background. So it can have a color, elevation, and even container. It can contain images. Okay, so then you have a headline, that the title, it's like the title or heading of the screen, usually displayed prominently. It helps users understand the current context. Okay, so then you have a leading icon, the icon that is pretty much uh, uh, pretty much position on the left side. Okay, the leading icon, this is the pretty much positioned on the left side. uh, Okay, and often used for navigation, opening a drawer, going back, thinking of it as a control center for moving around. Okay, so then you have a trailing icons, trailing icons are placed on the right side. Okay, so these are the trailing icons, these are the leading icons. Okay, that provides a quick access to important functions related to current screen, example, search, settings, and more. Okay, so these are the trailing icons and this is the leading icon. Then you have a container and a headline. Okay, so this is the simple anatomy of a top application bar. Okay, so as you can see here, and so let's remember to consider the context of your screen and overall visual hierarchy of your app when choosing the right top application bar. So as I told you, we have four different kinds of top application bar, like user central aligned, small, medium, and large, right? So when is the like what is the scenario, like in what situation, in what kind of screens, what kind of context of your screen you use a top app, in which context you use which top application bar. Okay, so if you want to use a central aligned, you have to Imagine a grand entrance with a prominent title. Splash screens or onboarding flows use this user-centered top application bar. So a main screen where the branding is a key. In this kind of scenarios, you choose uh, the top app bar. So that is called central aligned top application bar. So when you choose to use the small top application bar, you choose to use small top application bar if you think of a minimalistic control panel like subpages with a limited space, scrolled content where a compact bar is preferred. Then when like you choose to use a medium top application bar when like for everyday work, or so like for example a standard screen in your app, or like a good default choice if you are unsure, like this is the default choice, like the medium top application bar is the default choice. Okay, so then finally this large top application bar is like a billboard that is grabbing the attention. It's like used for screens with hero images or visually rich content when the headline needs the extra emphasis. Okay, so this is the scenario when you choose so like the scenario while choosing the right top application bar for your application. Then let's jump on to the implementation. So here I am trying to implement, as you can see in the screen, I'm trying to implement I implemented a responsive top application bar here. It's like for different screen sizes, small, medium, large, I just use if the screen size like I remember the Windows screen size here. So if my screen size is small, I show this top application bar. I saw the medium top application bar. These are all composables which is provided by our Material 3. So top application bar, this is the standard, the small one. Okay, then you have the medium top application bar, then you have a large top application bar. Okay, so you have all this is Material 3 composables, like components, and these are pretty simple implementation. Then you of the top application bar. So let's check out the top application bar. What we are using just the navigation icon and the actions. Okay, so and then yeah, top application, but the small one is using just the title and the navigation. Okay, it's also using the actions. Yeah, as you can see here, the both of them are like all three of them, the three sizes, you are using the title and navigation icon and the actions. Okay, and so for large, if you have a max line, you can just set the max line to 2, and like if there is overflow, you just set the ellipse size. Okay, for the title. And yeah, finally after the implementation of our responsive top app bar, we just use it in our scaffold top app bar here. And it's pretty responsive. I can just show it here. As you can see here, it's pretty responsive. It's responsive. Okay, so let's talk about some keynotes while using the top application bar. You use a straight corners for a top application bar. Okay, there's a straight corners. Don't use curved shapes or on top up bar, is it implies that the container can expand upon interaction. Okay, so the default heights when chosen to ensure the legibility of on-screen elements. Don't make a top up bar shorter than its default height by applying density. So if headline text is long, use a large top up bar and wrap the headline to 2 lines. Don't wrap text in a small, medium or central aligned top up bar. Use the overflow menu to collapse less important actions, and don't use more than 3 action icons. Okay, so finally the accessibility principles that we need to focus while implementing the top application bar is obviously like accessibility is very important because for the inclusivity and usability for your application to everyone. Okay, regardless of their abilities or how they interact with your app, you have to also obviously follow the accessibility principles. And some of the principles that you need to follow are for labeling your elements, you need to use a clear and concise labels for buttons, menu items, provide content description for all the icons to convey their purpose to screen reader users. Okay, then for your like keyboards, like you need to set the initial focus to the most important actions like navigation icon for quick access to keyboard users. Then you have to provide adequate spacing between the interactive elements to prevent the accidental touches. For users with switch devices, ensures the top up bar elements are included in the scanning order and can be activated with a switch. And then ensure the interactive elements icons button have a minimum touch target size of 48 dp. This helps users with motor impairment tap accurately. And some other considerations are like color contrast, like maintaining the sufficient color contrast between text icons and the background for users with low vision. Then provide a visual feedback for different stages focused, like states like focused, press, disabled to indicate that the current status, indicating the current status of the interactive elements. And that's it, guys. And it's all about top application bar. And thank you.